Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for a beer comparison video. Now, yesterday there was a brand new keg out on Thursday for the Blade, which was Strongbow Dark Fruits. It turned up yesterday. I reviewed it. I did say in that video that I was going to do a comparison between the cans and the keg. Also, we'll see how the monetary worth of the beer, if you like, compares. So yeah, I've been to the shop now. Picked up some Strongbow Dark Fruits. I've got the keg there. Just quickly, four 440ml cans were £5. They also had 4 pint cans for £6.50. That's in the Tesco one-stop shop over the road from me. And I think they had something like 10 cans, 10 440ml cans for about 11 quid. Something like that, I'm not sure. But the Blade keg comes in at £34 bar 1 pence. You're getting 14 pints out of that. Now, I've done a little bit of maths, kind of. I haven't put it down, I haven't gone into the sort of big packs of Strongbow Dark Fruits, but I've sort of gone into roughly what you'll need to make a pint out of that, kind of divided the cost and everything, just to give you some idea of what it costs. So on the Blade, 14 full pints you'll get from the Blade keg. That brings this in at £2.42 a pint. The pint cans from the shop over the road, they work out, buying a 4-pack, £1.62 or £1.62 and a half if you like, for a pint. And the 440ml cans are pretty much coming in about the same price. I worked it out roughly and it's coming at £1.65, but I think you could probably say they're all working out about the same price, the cans are. When you're buying 4 packs, depending on the size you buy, they're all working out more or less the same price. So there's about 80p difference between Dark Fruits, Strongbow Dark Fruits on the Blade, and what you can pick it up for in a can. But not only the price, is it going to be worth it? Is it going to be better on draft than it is from the can? And that's what we're here to have a look at and find out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour one can in first, then I'm going to pour the Blade one, and then I'm going to top this pint up with some more out the other can. So we'll do that bit first. Don't have Strongbow glasses, cider glasses I do. There we go, 4%. There's no difference in percentage or anything. It's all exactly the same. So we'll get one of these cracked open. And then I'll move over to the machine and pour that. And then top this one back up. And we'll see what we get. So there's that one poured. You don't need to see me doing a video of the pour from the Blade, so I'll just pause it for a second and then we'll come back. So we're back. Beer in a glass, machine still going. We'll get this other can cracked open and we'll top it up. Try and be vigorous with it. So there we go. Like I say, used about a third of a can roughly out of that. That's how I got to the prices. Drinks in the glasses look absolutely no different. For me, they've both poured a bit of a head, which has died off. That's died off. I would say that one's died off quicker. It looks a little bit more, doesn't look as creamy as what this one was. Now this is the Heineken Blade one. I don't know, yeah, you probably can't see. There is quite a bit of carbonation going up, but it's sort of, it's steady going up. This one, for me, looks a bit more wild in the glass. Again, you can't see, unfortunately, so you're going to have to trust my word on it. But the carbonation in both these beers, the can one seems a lot more lively, seems a lot more sort of busy. Although there's plenty in that, that one seems a lot more aggressive. So, I mean, is there? We'll have a sniff and we'll see what we get. This is the Blade one. Yep, dark fruits as you'd expect really. I'm not sure if there is a tad difference between the aroma on the blade keg and the can. It seems a bit fuller in aroma, the one from the blade. There's not a lot of difference. It's similar, but it seems maybe a little bit fuller, a little bit fresher than the one you get from the can. Not that you would magically notice this and say, oh, look at the difference. If you get the two together, you can kind of tell. There's maybe a bit of a tinny aroma on that, maybe, but I'm not going to, say for definite. Again, the head's looking quite good on that one still, whereas that's died off a bit. But like I say, the can one is a bit busier. So I'm going to dive in, first of all, with the blade Strongbow dark fruits. We'll give it a try, see what we get. Lovely and cold. Like I said, I reviewed it yesterday. You get the dark fruits, you do get that little bit of the cider feel to it in the background. You get that little bit of apple. Again, I liked it yesterday. Feels quite full when you drink it. That mouthfeel, it's quite a full feel to it. It's nice. Right, we'll go in with Strongbow dark fruits out the can. See what we get with this one. Tell the difference straight away. Straight away. As soon as I started drinking that, it's a different kettle of fish. Much thinner. You can tell the difference. That is a lot thinner than that. Like I said, that feels quite full-bodied in a way. Thinner. Watery even. I'm not going to say totally watery, but it's a lot lighter and it has got more of a watery sort of feel about it. This does feel like fuller body on it. A lot more carbonation in that. That's quite harsh. When you drink that, you'll know yourselves when you drink beer. Oh, the carbonation can sometimes rip your insides about. And that's what this can one does. Feels a lot more acidic as well. And the fruit flavour in there for me isn't as strong. This draft one, the fruit flavour in that for me is a bit more punchy. It's less carbonated, which makes it nicer to drink. Obviously, the flavours make it more enjoyable. The body of the beer, if you like, of the cider, I should say, it feels a bit more fuller. And there's a funny smell as well, I would say. It's, I don't know. Yeah, there's definitely a difference. Yeah, that's got a, there's something in that glass. Now, it's either the glass, which I don't think it is. Yeah, that's got a different aroma to it as well. It smells a little bit funky, excuse me. Smell it there. Yeah, for me, there's no comparison. And this surprises me because you wouldn't expect any difference from a draft cider, really, because you know, it's not like a B. You don't get the differences. But I'm surprised. I'm surprised how much difference there is. For me, no comparison. The Blade Strongbow Dark Fruits, although some people might say, "Ooh, there's not that much difference," there is. It's them little differences that make a world of difference. So let's get it sort of wrapped up. The Blade one beats the can Strongbow Dark Fruits hands down, in my opinion. Now, obviously, I'm doing this on sort of buying a 4-pack of cans as well, and obviously you're going to be able to pick them up cheaper somewhere. But from how I'm doing it today and where I've bought the cans from and how many cans I've bought, there's 80p difference between these two beers per pint. 80p difference. Is it worth that 80p difference? For me, yeah. If you own a Blade, I would not go out and buy cans of that. I genuinely wouldn't go out and buy cans of that if I owned a Blade. If I wanted a cider, I wouldn't go to the shop and buy cans, not unless you don't like your friends. I mean, if you don't like your friends, give them the shit stuff. If you're going to be drinking the Strongbow yourself, get it on the Blade. World of difference for me on the Blade. It's a much better drinking experience. It's much nicer, less carbonated. It wins hands down. So, yeah. Jesus, that's all the gas coming out of that one. Yeah, that's it for this video. Sorry if I waffled on for way too long. Blade beats the can Strongbow Dark Fruits. Easy, hands down. I'm going to end it there. Thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Pardon me. And I'll see you again soon on another beer review. Cheers.